this sticky note. That is not sticky, but
this is like Friday.
okay. And once you're done with your write your birthday and your sticky note, I want you to come up here and stick it on the board. But I want you guys to put them in order from January to December.
Plus, we didn't have to write it here.
Nope. Not I.
You should be registered. Cried 70s. What's up?
Alrighty, so we got June, we got October, November, December. Okay, so last week we learned in math about number lines. Can anybody remind me what a number line is? Literally just counting on a number line, like
Sequence of numbers. It's like a ruler, yardstick.
Right. Alright. So last week we focused on number lines. This week we're going to focus on timelines, which is similar to a number line except for you can do a lot more with it. It's not just counting. You can pretty much put anything you want on there. So, so I'm going to write it here. Definition of a timeline we're going to be working with today. A timeline is a way to organize events in order. And by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to tell me the definition, explain to me what a timeline is. You'll be able to kind of explain what kinds of things you can put on a timeline, and we'll be able to create one ourselves. So, here's what a timeline is. Now, can anybody tell me what they think the difference between this versus a number line is?
Timeline has time involved where a number line does not have a sequence as far as time.
Okay, good. Yes, so different things. A number line would just be like, if you were to count from 1 to 10. So it'd just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. And you can use it for counting like 2 plus 3.
There's no such thing as negative time to
Yes,
a number
exactly.
line, you know, negative numbers.
So for timelines, what do you think are some things that you can use on a timeline?
Historical event.
Historical facts. What else? We did birthdays.
How long someone's been alive, how long the country has been around.
Historical
facts.
events.
We could do one for holidays throughout the year. You could do it for everything you've done throughout the day,
Throughout your life.
throughout your life. Exactly. You could do it for the class schedule. Perfect. So, what I'm going to be doing right now, I'm going to be showing you how exactly we make a timeline. So, personally, I think the best way is in 3 steps. First, you make a list of all the events you want to include. include. So if you were to make one on, say the holidays of the year, you would list all your favorite holidays or all the holidays you wanted to include. If you were to make one on birthdays in the class, you would list everyone's birthday, or if you wanted to do one on, say you wanted to talk about World War II, you would list all the events that you wanted to include from World War II. Secondly, you need to know how you're going to organize it. So, once you have your list, you need to choose how you want to organize it. So if you're doing birthdays, you're probably going to do month. If you want to do historical, significant times in history, maybe you'll do it by year, or maybe if you're picking more of a specific event in history, you'll choose month or even day. Maybe if you are choosing, what you did all day today, if you want to make a time limit of everything you did today, you would do specific times like 7:30 I did this, 8 I did this. So pick how you want to do it. Third, you want to put in order your list, and you want to think first, next, and last. So you could kind of think of it as a storybook, because in every story, there's always a first, there's always a next, and there's always a last. Same with timelines. You need to put in order what events or what happened first. I'm just going to use a one. And then you're going to put in order all your events, and then, it's going to be last. So first, next, last. So, I'm going to create a timeline for you guys of our class schedule that we've had all year of our entire day. So, I'm going to draw the timeline right here. And then I'm going to create my list. So in my list I have math, I have geography, I have PE, spelling, science, social studies, music, and much. So I created my list. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how I want to organize. So for this, since it's more specific, we're just choosing one day and not a whole broad, an entire year. We're just going to go based off of specific times. So I'm going to organize this based off of time. And we start school at 9 a.m., so that's what time it's going to start. So after that, I'm going to pick what comes first during the day. So I'm going to look at all the times that we do our different subjects, and I'm going to pick which one comes first. So in this case, we start our day with math. So we're going to put math at the beginning of our timeline, which is at 9 a.m. And then we're going to just put them in order based off the times. So after our math comes science, which is at 10 a.m. So we'll put that next. And then comes social studies. Then comes lunch, geography, music, PE, and then spelling. So that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. You just have to make a list of everything you want to include, choose how you're going to organize it, and then remember to put them in order: first, next, last. So now that we've done that, so I'm going to pull up a video, and we're going to make a number line together. So while we're watching this video, I want you to think about how you want to organize a timeline. We're going to be reading The Hungry Caterpillar. So just keep in mind how you want to organize this by, and then kind of try to remember what happens when.
Disney Whisker Haven Tales. Get ready to experience the world of palace pets like never before. Look, there's Dreamy. Tickle her chin to hear Dreamy talk. Pet her back and she's ready for her royal cat nap. Collect all your favorite Disney palace pets. You can brush and style their magical fluffy tails and add beautiful sparkly tiaras. And join the party in the Profit Party Sticker Storybook. Reusable stickers for creating your own stories. Explore the magical world of Whisker Haven with the palace pets. Available in stores and online.
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and popped out of the egg with a tiny, very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple.
It's on the side, you have to like drag it.
But he was still hungry.
I don't know why you do it.
On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears. But he was still hungry.
So make sure you're listening.
On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. But he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries. But he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. But he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate
1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly.
Alright, so let's figure out the last 10 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to pass out a worksheet I made for you. And I'm trying to go turn it off so it makes it clear. And as you do this together, I want you to follow along on your worksheet. and fill that in. So, what's the first step when we make this timeline?
Make a list.
Make the list. So, we're gonna make a list of everything the hungry caterpillar ate.
Eat strawberries.
Strawberries,
Eat a leaf.
I think there was cheese.
leaf.
Watermelon.
Some cookies, you know.
There's one day he ate lots of food, so we're just gonna put lots of food.
3 plums.
Plums,
An orange.
oranges. I think there's one more.
An apple.
Apple. Perfect. All right.
That's it.
So we have our list. So it was also, oh, there's pears on there too.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So we have 4 strawberries, a leaf, lots of food one day, 3 plums, oranges, apple, and pears. So the next step is we need to organize it. Decide how to organize it. Perfect. So I'm going to make the timeline. And how should we organize this by?
Days of the week.
By days of the week. Perfect. So it goes from Sunday to Sunday. And then we're going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, perfect. So, anybody tell me what the third step is?
First, next, and last.
Perfect. So we're going to put them in order. Does anybody remember what happened first? What did the caterpillar eat first?
Leaf.
Yeah, at the beginning of the story, he ate the leaf, right?
I think he ate, the first thing he ate was an apple, the one apple.
One.
Huh?
One apple.
So that was on Monday. He
Oh.
hatched on Sunday.
He ate the leaf.
So one apple.
On Monday, you ate an apple.
On Tuesday, I'm gonna cross that off. What did he eat next? There's
2
numbers.
pears.
Perfect. What happened next?
Three
Plums.
plums.
3 plums. Perfect. Then what?
4 strawberries.
4 strawberries. Next,
5 oranges.
5 oranges.
Sunflower oils. In case they didn't think they didn't have it.
We got 2 more choices here. Remember what happened?
He ate lots of food.
Lots of food. There's that one day you ate lots and lots of food. And then last,
He ate the leaf.
he ate the leaf and then built himself a cocoon. 2 weeks later, he turned into a butterfly. So, after our 3 steps, we were able to put in order all of the things that the hungry caterpillar ate throughout the week. So far, can anybody tell me again what a timeline is, the definition?
A organization of events.
Perfect. All right. So we know
Fashion.
what a timeline is. Can you give me any 2 examples of different ways we can organize it?
We can organize it, for example, if we're doing historical events, we could organize it by year.
Perfect. One more?
And organize it by hours of the day, like in our school situation where we're learning or remembering how our classes went.
Perfect. Okay. So now that we've done one together, do you think you guys are ready to make your own timeline by yourself?
Yeah.
Using the 3 steps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to erase this. I'll leave the steps on the board to help you. So in my actual lesson plan, we were gonna make this model together, but I figured that would take forever since we only have 1 pair of scissors. So I just made them. So you just pretty much fold it hot dog style and then fold it 4 times and then cut the front flap. So what I need you to do, you're gonna make your own timeline. And the requirements are 1, on the first flap, so on the top flap, you're going to put your name. I'll show my name. First flap, your name. And then I need you to open it up and put the today's date.
First flap, our name,
Yes.
open it up.
Put
Alright,
today's date, which is
10-1.
second. The timeline, I want you to list 7 of your favorite memories or significant events in your life. Like, you can do the year you were born, can be the start of your timeline. You can do, if you remember getting a puppy, that could be one. When you had a kid, your anniversary, anything you want to remember.
10
So
or 7.
7, I'm
On
going to
the
just say
flaps.
memories.
We write them on the flaps.
So you write it on the front flap,
Yeah.
so the very front of the paper is your memory. And then when you open the flap, I'm going to pass out some markers and I want you to draw a little picture that goes along with it. And then in the actual lesson plan, I was going to make the students put the actual dates of what happened when, but I figured since they're little, they're not going to remember when they got a puppy or when they broke their arm or their favorite birthday party. So for them, I was just going to put it in order, you're born, you got a puppy, then it was your favorite birthday and you turned 7, then you started this grade. So you don't have to put the dates if you don't want to, but if you're in the room and you want to do that, great. So remember, while you're doing this, first make a list of your 7 events. Decide how you want to organize it, which, you don't really have to. And then put them in order, first, next, and last. And then for the closing activity, I don't want to hold you guys, so we won't actually do it. But I was going to have everybody choose 2 words, 2 key words from this lesson that would help them remember either what a timeline means or how to organize it or one of the steps. So 2 key words, and then explain why you chose those words, why they were important to you. So a keyword could have been list, and list helps you remember this lesson because you make a list, or organize would be another good one. So that was going to be the closing activity. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And the other side?
Now I gotta run.